The interference pattern is obtained with two coherent light sources of intensity ratio n. Let us consider that first source is of intensity I1 and second source is of intensity I2. Then we are given I1 upon I2 is equal to n. I1 upon I2 is equal to n. And because we know intensity is directly proportional to square of amplitude, intensity is directly proportional to what? Square of amplitude. And as I1 by I2 equal to n, if I say A1 is the amplitude of first wave, A2 is the amplitude of second wave, then I1 upon I2 equal to n, it means A1 square upon A2 square is equal to n, or A1 upon A2 is equal to root n. A1 upon A2 is equal to what? Root n. Now here we want to find out the ratio of Imax minus I minimum upon Imax plus I minimum. Ratio of what? Imax minus I minimum upon Imax plus I minimum. Now what is the maximum intensity? Let us first find maximum intensity to that of minimum intensity. Imax to that of I minimum. Imax is equal to A1 plus A2 whole square, and I minimum means A1 minus A2 whole square, A1 plus A2 whole square and A1 minus A2 whole square, or that can be written as, now divide here by A2, numerator as well as denominator. So what we will get? A1 by A2 plus 1 whole square upon A1 by A2 minus 1 whole square, that is equal to, now what is A1 by A2? A1 by A2 is root n. So it is root n plus 1 whole square upon root n minus 1 whole square, root n minus 1 whole square. Now Imax minus I minimum, Imax upon I minimum we know. So therefore Imax minus of I minimum upon Imax plus I minimum, Imax plus I minimum, that is equal to, again divide by I minimum. So what we will get? Imax upon I minimum, Imax upon I minimum upon minus of 1 upon Imax upon I minimum plus 1. So Imax upon I minimum is root n plus 1 whole square upon root n minus 1 whole square. You can put even directly. Here in place of Imax you can write root n plus 1 whole square minus I minimum means root n minus 1 whole square upon Imax, it is root n plus 1 whole square minus I minimum, it is root plus root n minus 1 whole square. Now simplify it. So it is root n plus 1 whole square means it is n plus 1 plus 2 root n minus of, now what is square of root n minus 1? It is n, means minus n, minus 1 and minus of minus plus 2 root n divided by root n plus 1 whole square into root n minus 1 whole square, root n plus 1 whole square into root n minus 1 whole square. It means it is a plus b whole square plus a minus b whole square. So that is equal to, here square of n plus 1, it is n plus 1 plus 2 root n plus n plus 1 minus 2 root n. So minus 2 root n plus 2 root n get cancelled. So here 2 root n plus 2 root n plus 2 root n plus n minus n cancel, plus 1 minus 1 cancel. So in the numerator we are having 4 root n divided by, in the denominator it is 2n plus 2. So that is equal to 4 root n divided by 2 is common, n plus 1. So 2 1 the 2 2 the, so that is equal to 2 root n divided by n plus 1, 2 root n divided by n plus 1. So Imax minus I minimum upon Imax plus I minimum is 2 root n upon n plus 1. So which option is correct? Look at option A, 2 root n upon n plus 1. So option A is the correct option for this question.